What is it about these kids that makes them prone to getting bullied? What's the obvious answers? The brutal answers. Well, there's a paper titled Swedish 10-year-old Children's Perceptions and Experiences of Bullying. 43% of the 10-year-olds in this study, there was 960 children, 43% of them said it was about your physical appearance. That was the main reason of getting bullied. 43%, so almost half of the children in this study said that the main reason why someone was getting bullied was because of their physical appearance. And then even another 31, or in general, 31% said that kids were being bullied for being in some way different. So how you look, and most likely looking unattractive or looking different skin color, maybe overweight, underweight, and then also just simply being different. Different language, different ethnicity, different culture. Being different is why you'll probably get picked on, but there's more reasons. This is just one of the first ones. There's something I learned a long time ago, which is called the in-group and the out-group. I actually use this psychological understanding to get 2 million subscribers on YouTube. No matter what you're trying to do, this could really help you. There's an us versus them dynamic in the human brain or the nervous system, which is very powerful. We will naturally start to associate with people that we feel are like us. And we naturally, which is quite brutal to say, we naturally start to dislike, distrust, and even harm people that we feel are in our out group. My in group, for example, can be the followers of this channel. Your in-group could be like, the guys who are on self-improvement, the guys who go to the gym. It's this close group that you've got. And those people over there, the ones that, they say this about us. Have you noticed that I do this really well in my videos? I'm telling you, like, psychology is one of the main reasons why I was able to blow up, because you can trigger people's emotions just like this. At the start of this video, I plugged the thing that I sell at Adonis school. And how many times did I tell you? And everyone's in here and they're just like you. This is our in-group. This is our in-group. And those people in the out-group, those Jeffreys who aren't on self-improvement, yeah, they're not nice people. Adonis School is our in-group. Make sure you join and give me money. Powerful psychological tactics. The way you speak and the way you think, there's a lot of power there. And so it makes sense in the case of bullying that someone who is seen as the out group, someone who is seen as the minority, the one who's different, is more likely to be targeted for so many different reasons. But if the bully feels like he's a part of this group of everyone else, and then there's the one lone kid who's different, the one brown kid, who's going to get bullied? The literature points to show that some children believe being different from the others makes them the prime target of being bullied, since they're the safest people to bully. So there's power and safety in having your own group and being similar to other people. Because imagine this. Who's going to get bullied? There's a lone skinny kid right here eating his lunch by himself, kind of weird. No one's really friends with him. And there's the guy who's in the middle of his basketball team and everyone likes him because he just got the shot recently. If there's a bully looking at these two options right now, which one is he going to go for, right? It's common sense. Obviously, the little skinny kid who's by himself. It's common sense, but really think about that. Why is that? There's safety in numbers. This kid over here who's got his basketball team, he's got this in-group of a bunch of people who are around him right now, which you automatically, we don't need to say this, but it's kind of worth clarifying. The bully's nervous system and psychology is going to instantly know, without even being conscious of this, that this is going to be a harder target because, look, these people, they've got all kind of warm, open body language together. They're laughing, they're holding eye contact, they're being friendly physically, which means that most likely that is his tribe. Bully's not going to go against 5-6 people, is he? Solo kid. No one around. Poor body language, hunched over, skinny arms. It shouldn't happen, but who is going to be more likely to get bullied? The one by himself or the one surrounded with other people who look like him? Like, if, racist, for example. The racist incidents I've experienced, the ones I told you about in high school, they were the start. I went through some pretty bad stuff, but The times it's happened. One time, for example, when I was on the train, and this is on the news, you can go search this as well. Sylvester Solocki, just if you search that name, he got arrested for like 1.5 years. He tried to stab me. And he was on the train. So this guy was this racist guy. He was drunk. He's on the train with one of his friends. They're shouting, screaming, "Packy this," being racist. I'm sat like a few seats away from them, and they're just being like violent and aggressive because he blamed me for the Manchester bombing attack. So in Manchester in 2019, there was a terrorist attack at the Ariana Grande festival, like stadium concert thing. And he kept on saying like his sister died there. I'm not sure if that was true or not, but like, yeah, he started to just blame brown people in general, started to like blame me. He was sat next to a woman wearing a hijab, and this was on the train, but even before the train, there was a whole chaos on the station because I got to the train station. He's shouting at this woman in a burqa or something, and she's holding a kid like proper close. All of these fucking cretins, everyone there just stood silently. You know how like white British people are, just like NPCs, just whilst there's like shit going on, everyone's just quite silent. A group of like Asian guys, as soon as I walked past, they kind of like looked at me a bit weird, and I said, "What's going on?" And I've told the story multiple times, but just I want you to imagine right now, here I am on this train with these two guys. One of them has an 11-inch knife in his waistline, and this is not bullshit. You can go literally Google his name, Sylvester Solocki. You can find a picture of him. He's literally back on the street now, somewhere in my hometown. He's there with an 11-inch blade in his waistline, and he's screaming racist things. I want you to think right here, right now, on this part of the train, I think I was the only, like, there was me, brown people, there's me, and like one woman who's wearing like the hijab or something, that's it, right? Now, imagine if exactly on this train, if suddenly there was 10 Asian guys, quite like buff looking, like brown guys, like imagine there was like another 10, 15 of me taking up the seats. Would these guys have tried to bully me and this woman? If there was 10 guys, there might have been like more of a chaotic fight because, you know, like more like rivalry would have happened. But would these guys have felt so confident and so comfortable? No, right? There's safety in numbers, and having this in-group, having this group who is similar, having the us is deeply, deeply powerful because it related back to the primal ancient times. Us is one of the most important words you could say. There's very little me in natural, human, primal days when you really think about it. There's no such thing as the lone warrior or any of this bullshit. We were just there in our tribes with people who were similar to us. It was us versus them. Because that's exactly what these bullies are thinking. That's exactly what these racists are thinking. They're thinking us versus them, right? They're looking at me and thinking them. They're looking, like a bully might be looking at you thinking them. Us versus them. They're thinking the exact same thing. We need to be able to use this strategy, or at least understand it ourselves, to realize we need an us.